I'm so happy to be back once again. I can't wait to be here every Friday, guys. This is intoxicating, okay? We're going live Friday, October 22nd, 2010. And I'm happy drinking my coffee. I'm not drunk because I don't drink, but I'm drinking my coffee, D'Amico's coffee. It feels good. It tastes good. Okay, we already gave the camera. I'm talking about my sponsors, but we went with the camera number 1 and number 2. We went right to our guest. Okay, so this is Frankie D, publisher of Mob Candy Magazine, and Nick Christopher, editor. Okay, so thank you guys for coming by.
Thank you, Sissy.
Okay, we have the Madonias. I want to say hi to my boys in the Bronx. Madonia's Brothers Bakery. I love the breadsticks. I can't eat enough. Okay, your vitamins, and I'm wearing my beautiful fashion designer, Katerina Lankova.
Beautiful.
Look at the ruffle shirt. Isn't that nice?
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Right?
Yeah.
And it has a little Kama Sutras. Like a small, tiny Kama Sutras
Nice.
all over, so I can feel the itching. Okay. We're gonna talk about you guys. Your magazine. This is the main objective, Mob Candy. Can we take a nice close-up? That's a beautiful shot right there. There you go. There you go. Okay. I was reading your bio, and Frankie was kind of like, I said to myself, my God, this man he's been around.
I've been around.
You've been around, a tough life, upbringing, your mom, your dad, and your grandparents. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Would you like to know?
Yes.
Your
past.
My past. Well, I come from Red Hook, Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
Born in the 50s. Come from a tiny neighborhood. My father was, a knock-around guy in the life. And I stood with my grandparents a lot as a kid, I have no complaints, everything was good. As I got older, I got more familiar with the life and stood a lot longer with my father, met a lot of nice people, met a lot of crazy people. Yeah. And it just turned out to be what it is now, And I used it all for the magazine.
Right.
Everything I knew, I learned over the years.
Yeah, but when I was reading it, I said, oh my God, this guy, he cuts right to the chase.
Yeah.
You don't waste any time, do you?
No, I don't got too much time to waste.
Right.
No.
You're a straight shooter. I can see that right in your face.
Yeah, I try to.
I got a little scared when I see you walked in. You have a big personality. Nick, on the other hand, he's more, what's the word that I'm looking for? A little more mellow.
Refined.
Huh?
He's a little more refined than I am.
No, that's not the word that I'm looking for. It's just that you're very intimidating. Right? People don't tell you that very often?
I've heard it before.
And what do you do when they tell you that?
It's all what they tell me that for. Yeah. If they're being nice, it's nice. If they're not, then they get what they get.
What about you, Nick?
What about?
I want to talk about you two, how you met.
How we met?
Yes.
It's an interesting story. I was interested in the magazine because I heard it from a friend of mine. And again, my upbringing was a little bit different than his. And I was brought up in a Greek home, very similar to Italian, but I hung around with a lot of the wrong people, his kind of people, my kind of people too. But I found the magazine interesting and I wanted to get involved. And being a writer for many, many years, I wanted to get involved in the magazine. So I heard about it in a party that was going on here in New York at Runway, right? Runway. The first event, the first party they had, I think. So I went down there, and I was chasing him all over the place. Because there's a lot of people in the club.
Do you guys liked each other when you met?
Well, I didn't know him that. He was chasing me around the play. I was so busy that night, and he was trying to meet me. And I
kept pulling his jacket. Hey, I got to talk to you. Then I talked to Tyrone Christopher, who was the original editor of the magazine that got along with Frank. That's how they first started. And I pulled Tyrone to the side. I told him this, I want to get involved. I want to know more about it. Then eventually, I met Frank eventually, after Tyrone told Frank what I know. And so I'm kind of like the historian of the life, so to speak, and growing up with a lot of the guys and knowing a lot of the guys and getting in trouble myself, I kind of knew pretty much more than the regular person does.
Right.
And Frank was kind of impressed, and then we just meshed. And I've been stuck with him ever since. It's like a bad marriage.
This is a lot of work. How you put this together?
It's a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Let's give me the breakdown. I need to hear about it.
Well, pretty much, I pick a subject for each issue.
Okay.
You know, usually it's a state, Florida, or Hollywood, or New York, and I sit down and I just think what I want in it, and I find out what criminals, what gangsters were in those states, and then I assign all the guys to write. You know, pick out who's there and write the stories for the magazine. You know,
every issue is theme based.
It's theme based.
That's what he's trying to, you know.
and
like
then
we have a Brooklyn, Vegas, Manhattan,
Hollywood.
like that. Like this one was the Brooklyn issue.
No, that's a Hollywood issue.
This is a Hollywood issue. That's Armand Asante. If we can get a shot of that one,
the most
Gloria, in the
current.
control room. Can we get close? Oh, we can, because the camera number 2 is a problem with camera number 2. We adjust. Okay?
That's okay.
I adjust.
That's it.
This is Armand Asante right here.
That's the most current issue.
This is the most current issue.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Keep talking.
And then I go around and I pick what restaurants, what wines, what foods. We write the food sections up, and the writers just write this, and then we put it together. My daughter takes care of some of the editing with him, and my son does some of the promotions. I pretty much run out what goes in it.
Right.
And then he takes
So
it
you
from
take
there.
the final decision.
You
decide.
Everything. Yeah. Everything goes in that
Are you
magazine.
tough making those decisions? Are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty much tough. Yeah.
Very tough.
Yeah, sometimes I give in to some ideas what goes in the magazine, but I'm very old-fashioned. What I put in the magazine, and a lot of people today wanted some other stuff in it. I open up now and then, and I let it in the magazine because they said it helped the magazine to bring new customers in, and I let it go. But at first, my answer to everybody is no. And then,
You're tough,
yeah, well,
but you're good.
Well, you got to be tough because otherwise they'll take it. They'll take what you have and they will make it their dream.
Right.
Because that's what everybody does to you.
Right.
Like everybody tells me, a lot of people I meet, they take the magazine because they love the magazine, and then they go and sit down and tell me what I should do with it. And I tell them, I'm